Hey everybody, man, it is a cold, wet January day down here in Tennessee, so trying to get a couple of these reviews knocked out. This one right here, brothers, this review is on the Condor Plan A. And if you've watched some of my other videos, I got a lot of other Bowie knives here. We've got the Condor, Undertaker. I've got a Hudson Bay, which really, this is the Hudson Bay by Condor. It's not really a Bowie knife, but it's a really functional big knife. Also have the Ontario. I've done a lot of reviews on this thing. I love it. I'm going to continue to do reviews and show you what it can do. But, you know, I want to talk about a really cool Bowie, man. This one's really unique. Now, I've been kind of messing with mine. I've been putting kind of different patinas on it. I've been doing gun bluing and stuff like that. So it does not come looking like this, all right? It does not come blacked out. It actually comes kind of shiny. And that's not a bad thing, honestly, for survival. If you want to maybe flag down a helicopter or something. I don't know, if I were lost in the woods, I don't know if I'd want to flag down a helicopter, man. I might just live out my days out there, personally, the way this world's going. But, man, I was going through these Bowie knives, right? And I just could not decide on which one I wanted. I could not decide on, man, if I had to pick one, what would I do, you know? I couldn't decide between a Bowie knife and a kukri. And I love kukris. Everybody should love kukris. They're cool knives carried by the Gurkhas. This Bowie knife, made by Condor, a very, very reputable company in El Salvador. You know, Bowie knives, American made, great. Made by these guys that live down in the jungle. Yeah, I like the idea of you making me a knife. This one, I feel like it's a little bit thicker, maybe a 0.5 millimeter thicker than the Undertaker. It has a flat grind to it. Maybe even a little bit of convex grind to it. So it's not hollow like the Undertaker. So I'd say this one is definitely more heavy duty. What I love about this Bowie knife is this kukri grip. It's got a micarta handle, so it's nice and sticky. It's not gonna rot, it's not gonna fall apart, but it's got a kukri grip. So when you grab it and you're slinging it and stuff, it's not gonna fly out your hand. Now, one thing I will say about this knife, again, a little bit of a skinnier guy, but with long, stringy kind of fingers, got a large hand. It does tend to kind of turn if you're beating on some hardwood. But that's been, you know, really the only thing I can complain about. And really, I don't even complain about it. I just like the knife so much and everything else about it so much. I wouldn't even call that a complaint, man. I love the fact that it doesn't have a guard. I love the fact that it doesn't have a guard. You know why? Because generally, knives with guards typically loosen at some point, man. Even nice made stuff that you're beating on and hacking on and just giving it to it, they all come apart, man. And this is just a fearsome looking knife. Everybody loves this Bowie when I pull it out. I love the kukri handle. You know, for a long time I've been an advocate. Hey, man, Bowie knives should only be in leather, you know. They should only have a leather sheath. But I'm kind of actually growing a little fond of this Kydex sheath that came in. It actually does go in there. It pops in there. Doesn't come out too easy. I'm sure I can, you know, maybe not. Maybe I can't get it to come out. I'm trying there. I'm actually trying to get it to come out. There it goes. You know, but that's pretty violent force to get your knife to come out, so. Pops in there pretty snug. I don't anticipate it coming out for anything. You know, maybe roll down a hill or something and get smashed a little bit, it would. But man, it's sharp, comes pretty sharp. Not the sharpest of all knives, but decently sharp enough for the girls I go out with, right? So you can swing on it. Watch out there, Bismarck. You put it right there in that log, right? Oh, man. Yeah, well, it goes in there. So, can you beat on it? Yeah, you can beat on it. All right. So, as you can see, no guard to come loose, right? That's a good thing. You don't really see any nicks in the blade. And then let me show you what I just did there, that little bit of hacking. Sorry, I'm on a cell phone. I ain't like these fancy YouTube guys. So cut a nice little groove there with it. You know, my dog's over here. He's enjoying. He's like, dude, cut up some more sticks for me to chase, man. So, Bowie collectors, you need this knife, man. What a great Bowie knife, you know. All right, so let's talk about a couple other things because there's a lot of Bowies out there. The handle on this thing is great, right? We got about 3 or 4 different knives out right now. I got the Ontario Bowie as well. This will always be my #1 pick, you know, just because of the price point. This knife right here, January 2023, $140. Sometimes it goes on sale for $120. If you get it from Condor's website, it's probably $2 something, you know. So check out Amazon, check out eBay. Is it worth 140 bucks? I don't know, man, you know. Probably. It's a durable enough knife. It's worth me as a collector having it for 140 bucks. But for what this knife is designed for what you're going to be using it for, this is $65, and this does a lot, man. This is tough. North America, hardwoods, this Ontario Bowie, big bang for your buck. The Undertaker, pull it out for you guys. I know it's in my other videos, but razor sharp, man. Love the handle on it, love Old West. This is a machete. This is a lightweight Bowie. This is a Fightin Bowie. There's no question about what I'm gonna do with it. I got some vines over there. I'm gonna use this thing to hack them down. I would have a hard time. I mean, I wouldn't doubt taking this knife to the field. I certainly wouldn't. I've seen Joe Flowers, the creator of it, take it to the field and do that. I didn't see him in person. No, I don't know him. I'm not his buddy. But I've seen his reviews on it. I've seen other people's reviews on it. It's capable. I just don't recommend the Undertaker for some of the hard stuff that we've got here in North America. This kind of fits in between, man. It's still lightweight. It's still heavy duty. I've beat on some hardwoods with it. I really enjoy it, man. I think it looks cool. If you want a guardless Bowie, I've thrown it up against trees. Can you bend the tip? Yeah. Don't go stab this into a log and bend on it and stuff like some of those retards out there. It's gonna bend the blade. It does bend back, but I really enjoy this, man. It'd be hard for me to do it all over again. You know, for the price point between this Ontario and this Plan A, this wins every time. Functionality, this wins every time. If there weren't a price point attached to these two, it'd still be kind of a tough pick. I think I'd still have to go with the Ontario, man. You know, for me, aesthetically, I just love the no guard look. I think it looks cool, and I love the kukri handle. You can really chuck this knife around tough, and it doesn't fly out your hand. But so is the same thing with the Ontario, man, you know? So that may not make you help make a decision between these 3 knives that I've showed you today, but I just hope that giving you some of my experience out there in the field with it, how heavy and much punishment I've kind of delivered to this thing, that I'd say it's worth $140. Yeah. I don't think you should really hesitate on buying it if you want it. If you're considering other knives that are out there, there's other ones for the price point that are better for sure. Okay. But collectors, buy it, man. You won't be sorry. This is a cool knife, man. I can't wait to, you know, keep using this thing in the field. It's lightweight. It's a lot lighter than that Ontario. And it's tough and it looks cool. So thank you guys.